Hello, my name is Yasmin and welcome to Yoga with Yaz. Today we're going to be running through a series of sun salutations. So if you're ready to get started, head to the front of your mat. If you want a longer warm up than what we're going to be doing, please feel free to pause, do a bit more of a warm up and come back to it. But we will be in that first sun salutation incorporating a bit of a warm up flow. So just standing at the front of your mat, ground yourself, open your palms forward, your thumbs are out to the side, spread the toes out nice and wide, suction cupping to the earth, roll the shoulders back and down. Just take a couple of rolls here, feeling your traps start to loosen up, engaging your back muscles, gently squeezing your glute muscles. We always want them on, slightly activated, just to protect that spine. And tucking the pelvis underneath, even as you stand, by engaging the glutes. Helps just to protect your back. Take a breath in, lift your arms up towards the sky, interlock your hands above you, stretching all the way up, lengthening your body, just gently tilting over to the left-hand side. Feel the stretch on the right, gently tilting back over to the right-hand side. Feel the stretch on the left, lifting back up to center, over to the right, over to the left, sorry, and then over to the right. Unhook those hands, and then exhale as you fold forward. Just finding a gentle fold, keeping the knees nice and soft. The core is still engaged, even though we're fluffing forward, we're nice and strong. And let the body just lengthen. You might even want to straighten and bend the legs slightly just to start warming up the hamstrings. Just folding, let it go loose. Holding onto the elbows if you like. You can ragdoll and sway side to side slightly. Then inhaling into a halfway lift. Take the position of your choice, whether it's floating your fingers above the ground, hands on the shins or hands on the thigh. And you might even find that you're in one of the higher positions at the start, but then as we go along, it might be a bit easier for you to hold a different position. But working towards nice and flat through the back, the core turned on. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, stepping backwards onto your plank, and then dropping to your knees. So we're just going to hold for here in a moment for a bridge rather than in our low plank, and just twist this body side to side, moving the spine however it feels right, taking some rolls. And then inhale, your chest comes up to the sky. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, chest to the sky. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, coming back to a flat back. And then just shuffle yourself forward a little bit if you need to come into that plank. So our knees are on the ground for this first one. And then exhale as you lower all the way down to the ground with your elbows going backwards. Roll the shoulders back and down and inhale for a baby cobra. Lifting nice and strong through the back muscles, not forcing yourself up with your hands. Just engaging the core, engaging your glutes. Hold here for a breath or two. Feel the body working. And then one foot at a time, just tucking the toes under. Exhale, lifting up into your downward facing dog. Take as much time as you need here. You can come back into your pose just like this, your tabletop. You can come into a child's pose if that's more comfortable. You can take a moment to go through all of those if you like. Feel the stretches through the armpit. Otherwise, holding in your downward facing dog. Tilt the pelvis up towards the sky. Spread the fingers and toes and hold onto the earth. And then just gently walking the legs, lengthening the hamstrings, warming them up, engaging the core, feeling the shoulders start to work. Breathing in and out, sink a little deeper, and then walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, the arms come down. Interlock the hands behind you. Shoulders pull back and down. And then exhaling forward into your forward fold. Feel the stretch through the shoulders with the arms coming up behind you. They don't have to come straight up to the sky. They can just be interlocked down here. Or you can just hold a forward fold if you don't feel like having this shoulder stretch today. Breathing in and out. On the next inhale, rolling your body back up. I bring the arms down. Inhale, the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, going knees again. Lowering all the way down, bending the elbows. Exhale, and then inhale for your baby cobra. Squeezing the glutes. One foot at a time. Feet tuck under, lifting up into your downward facing dog. Pelvis tilts up towards the sky. Hold for a moment, breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, the arms come down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. And then exhale, stepping backwards into your plank. Now you can drop to your knees again if you would like, or you can stay up on your toes with me. Activate your glutes, nice and strong through the shoulders. Shift the weight forward slightly so the shoulders come over the wrists, and then the elbows bend to 90 degrees, going backwards as you exhale and lower down. Inhale as you sweep through to your upward facing dog. Squeezing the glutes strong, or baby cobra if that's where you are today. And then 1 foot at a time, tucking the feet under. Exhale as you lift up into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Sink a little deeper, tilt the pelvis. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. And then exhale, the arms come down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift, nice and flat through the back. And then exhale, stepping back, knees or toes. And then shift the weight forward if you're on your toes. Exhale as you lower for your chaturanga. Inhale for your baby cobra or your upward facing dog. Shoulders back and down. You're in your upward facing dog, your knees are off the ground. And then exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. And then exhale, stepping back, knees or toes. I'm coming knees again, lowering my knees down. Shoulders are back and down. And then the elbows bend straight backwards as I lower all the way down while exhaling. Lifting as I inhale into that baby cobra or upward facing dog. And just lifting the hands just to test that I'm not forcing myself up and I'm using my back muscles. Feet tuck under. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Hold here for a moment. We're just going to walk the dog, feeling the legs lengthening. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky. And exhale, arms come down. Take your wrist through a few circles. Just one way and then the other. We should have done 5 sun salutations now. We're going to go for another 5. Opening the palms forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Squeezing the glutes, your upward salute. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, knees or toes. I'm going knees again, lowering down as you exhale. And then inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog, squeezing the glutes, whichever one you're in. Feet tuck underneath. Exhale, back up into your downward facing dog. And walk for a moment here as you breathe. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, the arms come down. Inhale, arms come up, squeezing the glutes, upward salute. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for your halfway lift, flat through the back. Exhale, stepping back, knees or toes. If you're on your toes with me, shift the weight forward slightly. Exhale as you lower to 90 degrees. Inhale for your upward facing dog, squeezing the glutes. Fingers are locked into the earth. And then 1 foot at a time, tucking underneath. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, the arms come down. Inhale, arms come up. You should have 3 left. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, knees or toes. Shift the weight forward if you're on your toes. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you come through for your upward facing dog, your baby cobra. Exhale, 1 foot at a time, tucks back as we lift into downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale, the arms lower. Interlock the hands behind you. Shoulders back and down. Then just unhook them. Inhale towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, knees or toes. Shift the weight forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for baby cobra, upward facing dog. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lifting back up into your downward facing dog. Walking the dog slightly. Breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, the arms sweep up towards the sky. Exhale, the arms come down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, knees or toes. Shift the weight forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you come into your upward facing dog, your baby cobra, squeezing the glutes nice and strong. And then exhale as you lift up into your downward facing dog. Just walking the dog slightly, feeling the legs lengthening. Breathing in and out. And then drop your knees to the ground. Bring them out towards the edges of your mat. Big toes come together. Just dropping into a child's pose. Feel the stretch through the armpits, through your back. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, you can lift back up into your downward facing dog. You can walk for a moment. You can hold here for another breath. You can walk towards the front of the mat, lifting into a halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, the arms sweep up towards the sky. Exhale, the arms lower. Again, we're going to interlock behind our lower backs. Pull the shoulders back and down. Really lift the posture up. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, folding forward again, the arms come up towards the sky just as far as is comfortable. Feel the stretch through the arms, through the shoulders, through the back and the hamstrings. Breathing in and out. And then slowly lower them back down. Run them down the legs. And then inhale as you roll vertebrae by vertebrae up towards the sky. Opening your body back up. Nice and strong Tadasana. Spread the toes out wide, opening the chest forward, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Now, if you would like to stop there, you feel free to. We're just going to sit and do a gentle twist just to loosen up our back. So tucking the left leg underneath the right leg comes over the top. Lift the chest up tall, left arm, wraps around the right knee. Opening the right arm out and looking over that shoulder, just gently twisting, feeling the stretch through the glute, unbinding ourselves after all the work that we've done. Breathing in and out. Inhale as you come forward, swap the legs over, right leg tucks underneath, left leg over the top, right arm wraps around the left arm comes behind, gently looking over the left shoulder. Breathing in and out. Take as much time here as you need. We can inhale back to center. Now, if you are done with your practice today, thank you for joining me. If you would like to run through this again, if you'd like to add in some more Sun Salutations or some other poses, this is the perfect time, or even a Shavasana to cool your body down. Just take a moment to be present. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for today. I will see you next week for the next free weekly yoga flow.